Hello folks, Why Guy here again. Welcome to my home on this very beautiful summer morning. The name of this video is called The Why Guy King Named Diablo. Now I've hit on this topic a number of times on previous videos in the past, but I wanted to approach this kind of in a sneaky different kind of an angle. I'm going to come in from the back door, okay? And this will make sense because I'm now going to share an allegory from Latin mythology, all right, about a king named Diablo, who was a ruler of an underworld and netherworld. Okay, as the story unfolds, out of vanity and pride, this king decides to name his kingdom after himself. You know, thus, his underworld kingdom was given the name of Diablo. Go figure, huh? In similar fashion, though, and around the time period of 250 BC, there was an above ground kingdom known as Rome, ruled by a king named Demetrius the Fair. The above ground king went on a quest, and he conquered a city that we're all familiar with, named Jerusalem, okay? And he brought back numerous citizens in order to add to the labor force that was needed to further the expansion of Rome. Remember, this is an allegory. In order to promote unity, years later there was a Roman decree that all citizens had to adhere to a state religion endorsing the underworld kingdom of Diablo, as well as demanding that all citizens were required to speak only Latin. Stick with me. You know, the language portion of the decree was no problem at all for the citizens of Jerusalem, considering, or it's now the citizens of Rome, considering that the majority of the captured workforce from Jerusalem could no longer speak or read their native language of Hebrew any longer. All right? So, with the assistance of some of the Hebrew leaders, the Latin Society published a holy book. It was the old Hebrew scripture called the Latin Septuagint. Okay, now you're starting to get it, aren't you? The translation from Hebrew to Latin was fairly accurate, but with one major exception. They took the Hebrew word Sheol, which represented a grave or a tomb, as a place for the dead bodies, and changed it to the word Diablo, which is devil in English. So they did this as a means to comply with the decree that required Roman citizens to adhere to the state-run religion. To uphold the decree, history hints, big time, hints that this erroneous translation was deemed as a compromise. By marrying one religion of Judaism to the pagan Latin religion, which described their underworld. I'm coming to a close now. After a few hundred years, it became completely acceptable in all future Bibles to use the word Diablo, or devil, as an innocent way to describe an afterlife or the abode of the dead. Innocent. Maybe this is where the term, you can go to the devil when you die, came from. Kidding, by the way. Folks, I know most people, most Christians don't agree with what I'm about to say, and I know that. But this is exactly what happened when the printing of the Greek Septuagint. This is what happened. So why has the word Hades been given a pass by Christianity and not the word devil, since Hades represents a Greek devil? Think about that just a little bit, okay? I wrote about these I went in detail about the word Hades in my book, In Defense of God's Love. Okay? I also hit on it on my new book, Is God Bipolar? There's a chapter on just called Hades. In that, I didn't bring the book out. Sorry, forgot. Anyway, check this book out on Amazon. At least consider reviewing it. Read a few pages. I'll leave a link for it in the Show Me More section of this channel, this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. From what I understand, the thumb stuff, the thumb part has something to do with the algorithms of making it easier for people to find my videos. So consider it. All right. And if you're going to leave a comment, make sure it's polite, or else I'll just delete your comment. It's just not worth it. Look me up on Facebook. I have a group, private group, called the Y Guy Group. Go figure, huh? And you have to ask 3 questions to join that group. And then I have an open public timeline under an avatar name of John Anthony Jones. Consider looking me up there. If you like what I'm trying to accomplish on this channel, just by informing folks of what might have happened, or what did happen, and also what might have happened in ancient history, and how we understand the Bible through a horrible lens of ignorance and deception. If you like that, I'm trying to just portray that. And I put myself in the same category with all the rest of the folks, okay? Because I'm no better than anyone else. And I know that deep in my heart. Because we all see through a glass dimly, okay? But if you appreciate my approach of what I'm trying to do, consider supporting this channel with either buy me a cup of coffee from Coffee, or you can go to Patreon, and I'll leave a link for both of those. And I do thank you for viewing.